So we go to the District of the Seven. Mist has left the school grounds, and once he's far enough away from the school grounds, he transforms. Right?
Yes.
Like you're transformed, and you look like one of the followers. Is it exact copy, or like of someone, or are you just taking like elements of the?
No, I want to look as close as I possibly can.
All right. So describe how you look.
So the helm, I have a winged helm.
All right. So you have a wingtail.
Yep. This one has a peach in the helm, and then I have a winged breastplate with a peach, and then I have a cape. But my cape, all I had at my disposal was my purple cape. So instead of having a red cape, I have a purple one. But the armor is as close as I could possibly. Almost looks like it may have been procured from someone.
So do a performance of how good you feel it is.
Yeah, 16.
Okay. So like I said, it looks pretty good. So you're going through. So like you're going through some back alleys and stuff. Is there a particular place in the 7th district that you'd like to go through?
I am searching for lost souls.
Okay, so you're looking. So let's investigate. So you're going through the alleys looking for downtrodden.
Yes. This one. Being 11.
So it takes you a little while, but you're going through and you're looking. So I'll say you end up finding. So you see someone sitting there. So they have a half-filled bottle of ale or wine. Something's in that bottle.
Yeah.
So but they're sleeping, and
I want to do a perception to see if I can tell the age, like how what. Be a dirty 20.
So like they're definitely like a young person.
Young person.
So it looks like a young elf.
Okay. But that could go either way on.
So that's but you can tell whether they're young. They might be older than you, but in age or whatever.
I'm going to investigate to see if I can see if there's anything I can would be medicine, or investigate just see if there's anything wrong with them.
Medicine. If you're trying to do if there's anything ails them.
Be a 19.
All right. So they look. They look like they've been probably drinking more than eating.
Mm-hmm.
So like enough to afford a bottle of something, but sort of been partaking in a little bit too much fun. Is how I describe it. It's like sleeping off something.
Okay. I'm gonna try to wake them. So I just really lean down just to.
Yeah, just wake them. Let me.
Yeah.
All right. So with the medicine, I'm gonna let you go through. So they sort of jar up and look, and they sort of brace themselves because they see you in all the armor and everything. They're like, "Please don't punish me! Don't punish me!"
Are you in need of assistance?
He looks and he's like, "What type of assistance do you mean?" It's like, am I not punished for not working today and just sitting and drinking?
Everyone deserves a day off. But I've seen you here. This is no place for a young one. Because I'm just presuming they're younger.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he
Yeah. Do you have a place to stay for the night? These streets are no place for people who cannot defend themselves.
Well, I stay with the day workers. We go and work until the celebration of the changing of the day. I stay with them. There's quite a few of us.
Are you hungry?
He's like, well, I could go for some more liquid wheat. But he's like, my friends are probably worried if they didn't work either. They might send people out, and not all of the paladins are as forgiving as you.
I like to see things from other people's perspectives. And I believe it is my duty to help anyone that I can.
So persuade them. Yeah, actually no performance on what you are.
Yeah. It's 16.
So he looks. He says, and by the 7, it's like you are very generous, and so he goes and he's like, if you are so helpful, maybe you could help me and my friends have a good day. It's like there's 10 or 12 of us who need help.
Do insight to see if he's
Yeah.
see if he's acting shady about it. Insight. There it is. 17.
No, he seems sort of, like I said, your performance through, it's like you could probably crush him easily. He's a commoner, doesn't have any magic.
So don't really sense any malice.
No, he's afraid of you.
Okay.
So it might go two ways. If you're reading him you might think that if maybe he thinks that you're going to do something to him, but if he shows you all these others, that might show that, oh look, get him off the hook, taking you to more slothful people.
I'm sure I have bread. I'm gonna pull some bread out just to say, here, you do look hungry. Just offer it to him. And if your friends require nutrition as well, there's more to go around. I believe in helping others.
He takes it, and because you happen to know you happen to have any cheese? I know a good place that sells it on the way to my friends. But I've not felt good, so I've not been able to work for a while, and me and my friends have not been able to work for a while. Like, you want to help us, right? That was a performance, so you're welcome to do it insight. You know what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
That he's trying to play the pitiful card. Say, oh, I need help. But so what do you want to do? Do you?
I'm going to give him the paladin treatment of, well, I am but a humble paladin, and I do not have much in the ways of money myself. My God provides. But I do know a place where they will treat you kind, and they will treat you fairly. All we have to do is speak my name.
And what is your name? Like, glorious paladin.
My name is Damien.
Well, Master Damien, we were happy to. Let me take you to my friends. So he takes you in this like little warehouse. It's like a grain storage and some other storage, and he takes you through the door, and you come through, and inside they're basically just, think of it as a bunch of teenage elves. They're sort of sitting around. They all get scared of you, of course. And this elf's like, no, he's a friend. He's true. He understands our plight. He wants to help us. Many of them still are scared. So what do you want to do?
Is there a place for me just to sit down? I'm just gonna.
Yeah, like there's crates and
Okay.
stuff over there.
I'm just gonna. I'll just sit down on the crates. Actually, I'll take my sword off and set it beside. That's just not threatening
Okay.
at all. And I'll introduce myself to them, and I tell them my name. My name is Damien. I have met your friend here, and he was in need of assistance. And he said there were more of you, and it is my oath to help those that have been less fortunate in life, because I came from humble beginnings myself.
I don't know if I should do a performance or a deception. Let's just do performance.
Okay. That will be a 9.
So, they're going through. I've rolled already their insight, which was a 4. So you can tell they're very hungry, but they've been hiding here. So there's places that are very kept.
Yeah.
There's probably some waste buckets, and so all these people seem to they're here. You don't know why. It's like, well,
Pull out my own piece of bread. Just eat a couple pieces. And already, is there one closer?
Oh yeah, they're pop. Imagine you're sitting and you're around, and they're around these crates, and just sort of like pop up, and you see all these elves, and go up.
I just take it, and I'll eat a couple bites, take it, and then just hold my hand out.
Yeah.
I look at their friend and nod.
So they take it and they sort of rip it up and they share. They actually share instead of fight over it. And they're like, you're very paladin, like you're very oath-like. Not all the paladins are here like this. And they stand around and said, all of our families basically disowned us because of the faith of the 7. They said that we were, slothful because we didn't want to do everything in her name, and that we were, we didn't want to give up our faiths that we were brought up with, and our families cast us out because they found a new faith. So instead of calling people to smite us like you, they banished us from the homes. They said that was the greatest love, because they weren't going to lie about it, so they let us go.
Well, I believe in second chances. I've had enough myself, and as I see the ones around here, roll a perception to see how many are around. Be a 8. I'm not really. I'm just kind of.
They're not hiding now. So you see about 11 of them.
I think with some good lodging and some good meals, that you would be fit enough to perform tasks that they may be proud of. But just because you may walk a different path than them does not mean that you not be useful.
So one of them comes up, and it's a sort of pitiful female elf. So like, sir, which faiths do you follow of the 7 to make you be this way?
I follow charity.
So, and which one do you oppress?
Roll a history to see if I can.
If you can guess.
Yeah. Be a 13.
So you're trying to think which one that you really, really hate.
Yeah.
of them.
Envy. I follow charity and I despise those of envy. Because I believe we are all the same.
So a bunch of them come out, and none of these are like children.
Yeah,
They're of age, so they're not, they're not 50 yet. That's where sort of like they become adults. So they're probably between 30 and 40, most of them. So I think of them as older teenagers, but not quite 18 in human years, or it's between 16 and 18 humans when they're adults. So these are probably 13, 14-year-olds.
Okay.
So you see one with a stuffed animal of a duck that they're sort of holding this.
I'm pointing them to my breastplate where it's got the wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're like, thank you for your charity. So they all line up in front of you. Here you are sitting there. They're all in front of you. And the ones you originally found said, so where's this meal and place at?
Well, is there anything that you require to take with you? Because I think once we get there, it'll be almost like a new home.
They sit and they look around and say, what you see is what we own.
Well, follow me, little ones.
Okay, so
I'm gonna lead
you're
them.
going to lead them down to the old district.
Yeah.
So you go down through the old district. But the old district isn't awful. It's not like slums, but you go through and you get them to the door of the planescape.
Yeah.
So they all sit there. They're like, are you sure it's okay to go in? This place looks all right. And they said that we don't see any markings of, the order. It's like, is this your monastery or is this your place?
These are my friends outside of the order that have a like mind as me to help those in need. Remember, children, or I'll just say young ones, the scales giveth and the scales taketh away.
So, and he knows there is a scale on the door.
Yeah. I push the door open.
Right? And the door opens, there's the light, and they walk in.
Music.
And then, do you follow in with them?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with
So
them.
you're the last one comes in, and the door closes, and it just shows the scales completely even.